Hello, thank you for tuning in to this week's set of reads. These readings are always valid for whenever you tune into them, of course. But that being said, for this installment, for the tarot cards, I'm using the Cosmic Slumber Tarot. And to where you can find it, it's by Tilly Walden. I knew there was something else I wanted to say there, Tilly Walden. And you can find it at Liminal 11. The website is liminal11.com, liminal 11, there it is if you want to see it. The oracle cards I've chosen are Queen of the Moon Oracle by Stacy DeMarco. And the website for this one, rockpoolpublishing.com.au, A as in apple, U as an umbrella. And of course, I use dice, 22-sided dice for the major arcana, substituting 22 for 0. And 14-sided dice for the minor arcana, and a 4-sided dice to choose the element that matches up with the minor arcana. You can find those at mathartfun.com, and it's the dice shop. Okay, that being said, if you'd like a reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. This is James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. And let's go on and watch your read. Hello, Taurus. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. These readings are valid for whenever you come to them. That being said, what do we have for Taurus? I better get them all down before, because even though it looks good, we got to get all the way there, right? What is that? All right, there's fire. There's a lot of fire. A lot of fire going on. We got to get into it a little bit more before we know if this is going to be good or not. Taurus can deal with fire energy. All depends on where it is. You know what I mean? If you think about fire in a home, if it's in the fireplace where it's supposed to be, all right, that's cool. If it's causing damage to the house, no, not cool. I feel like there's anxiety with whatever this situation is. There's a lot of fire. Everywhere there's fire. Fire, fire, fire. I just keep getting it. Prince, princess, queen. That's the Queen of Swords, but I keep getting fire even with the Queen of Swords. Anxiety, for good reason. This has been a lot to keep it working, to keep it acceptable. I don't think I'd say successful. I think acceptable would be more the word. It's been a struggle. And a couple times I feel like it looked like it was going to go bad. It didn't, but it was close. And I don't like the way it works. And I don't have control as much as I need. I don't have control over this as much as I need. And anxiety, a lot of anxiety with this situation. And I keep trying, to no avail, to create literally a path, a direction, some type of system, so that so this can be okay. It doesn't work. Either people won't work with you, or circumstances change, probably both. It is very stressful. Taurus can take a lot. Taurus can do a lot. But, you're human like the rest of us, There's a lot. There's a lot with this. And you keep trying your best to try to, stabilize this. So something new comes in, as life does. Fire. There's a lot of fire, which I don't even know. Lover's upside down. 7 of Wands upside down. Queen. This is the Queen. Yep. Queen of Fire. Queen of Torches. something comes in and starts changing things again. But this time, especially when I got the strength card coming in with it, I feel like somebody's like taking this out of your control. Taurus usually does not respond to that well. Taurus does not usually enjoy that. Not usually. So I'm already getting like, I'm not thinking, okay. So this happens. Ironically, let's just be sure. The Five of Cups reversed and the Hanged Man being released. Because like neither, the Five of Cups is reversed, but the Hanged Man is like, instead of it being upside down or right side up, it's like right in the center. It's like the card that's halfway in, halfway out, in my opinion, in case you're wondering. It's stabilizing the situation. And I feel like, how is that happening? Whoever this is taking control of this, they are probably taking away some factors on this situation. So it reminds me of somebody who, like, maybe they have health concerns, and there's certain things maybe they're allergic to. This person is like really taking down their diet to like almost the bare minimum and starting to build it from scratch from the bare minimum. And it's kind of like the person who has to eat this food is probably not liking it, but it's taking out a lot of guesswork and it's taking out a lot of problems. I don't think it's the most comfortable way to do things, and I feel like you might be looking at it from the outside going, that's not really fair. But it's being yanked right out of your control. There's problems with this that are popping up, even though it's stabilizing it. There's problems. People around the situation do not like it. Do not like it. I keep getting the Eight of Swords in the sense of like they don't like it and they don't know what to do about it and they just seem to be stuck. It's been taken out of your control. Whoever has control now is stabilizing it, but it is not enjoyable in any sense. I don't feel like it's enjoyable at all. And other people are stepping forward and they're like, this isn't how this is supposed to work. This isn't working for everybody. This isn't fair, blah, 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 blah. And I feel like somebody else is jumping forward saying, well, it's not about fair. It's about what works. You may not like it, but that's a little bit too bad, too sorry right now. So sorry, so sad. There's a lot of people are not happy. And people feel like they're stuck and they're drowning in this situation and they just don't know. They're trying to figure out what they can do to fix it. The Seven of Cups is usually like possibilities, dreams, stuff like that. But this one looks like somebody's diving a little too deep and they don't know what they're going to do. And they're kind of getting stuck in the situation with the Eight of Swords here. This might be like a tactic. And when I say tactic, I feel like somebody might be making the situation overbearing and uncomfortable purposely. And they might leave it like that way for a month or two. So that way when they start adding some things back in, people are really thankful for those things and they're more likely to adhere to the rules. I'm not saying it's a nice way to do things. I'm not even saying it's the right way to do things. I'm just saying if this reading is hitting, this is how it feels. Like somebody's making it really, really difficult for people and just like taking away all the happiness. And then they're giving it little by little back. And people are really nervous it's going to get snatched away from them again. So they're towing the line. They're doing everything the way it has to be done because they're afraid if they step outside the lines, they're going to go back to the part where none of it was happy. It feels very brutal to me. But somebody feels, whoever's doing this, they're like, well, this will snap them in focus and this will make the situation go better. I feel like I'm going to be, there's a lot of different people who watch these readings at times. The Taurus energy that I'm connecting to is a lot nicer than what's happening here. That's all I'm saying. A lot nicer. Like this, yeah. So, as this keeps moving forward, people are kind of like uncomfortable. Because the stability they're used to, even though the situation never really was stable, but there was a certain way it worked, that's lost. And whoever else is controlling this now, they feel like they're subject to those new rules and they just have no choice over it. You, as well as everybody else, realizes the Wheel of Fortune's at play here. Whoever's in control, they can change it as they see fit. Whenever, if they just wake up on the wrong side of the bed, it can be a bad day for everybody. Could be. Who knows if they'll do that or not. And I feel like all three Earth signs, you, Capricorn, and Virgo, had this same kind of type of situation coming in. Very similar, a little bit different, but similar. Because it's kind of like to not let the randomness of the situation run your life, because this can feel like I just have to like take it day by day, moment by moment, and that's very uncomfortable for Earth, especially Taurus. Like, this isn't how you roll. And that can create a lot of anxiety, and you can be extremely unhappy in this situation if you kind of go that way. There's an option that they're giving that you might want to consider. Even though, yes, that Wheel of Fortune is going to be here, it's going to be here. Stabilizing your peace. It's going to be a little different. I'm not giving this... let me just roll the dice, because I feel like it's not about stabilizing it. It's about you demanding that the part you're connected with is going to be under your control, and that's the way it's going to stay. So I feel like you might have the ability to reclaim some of this and not let everything change. Slowing things down a little bit and reclaiming some of this situation, demanding. Take that with a grain of salt. Readings are for entertainment purposes only. Purposes. Some of this, I'm getting, you can pull back, and you can be like, no, listen. I know you're going to take control of most of this, but this piece and that piece, I know what I'm doing, and I need those back. Because these other things are going off balance. I need this piece and that piece back. I will control these, and I'll work in tandem with what you have. And they're saying you can cement a couple pieces down and lock them in. Take that with a grain of salt. See how it plays out for you. It feels a little stressful for me, but it feels less stressful than just going with whatever happens every day. Does that say pleasure? Take it with a grain of salt. It's readings are for entertainment purposes only. We know this, but like, I'm getting demanding that. And you have the power to do that if this reading is hitting. It's better for you, easily, and it's better for other people. Because I'm getting, like... there's going to be conflict with it. But I feel like there's going to be conflict with it, but you can stand your ground. You can really stand your ground. I'm getting the abundance. The whole situation will go better. It will offer a piece of stability plus the other energy that's going to be constantly random. It will give the best outcome for this situation. It's not going to be comfortable. It's not going to be comfortable. I don't see at any point this being comfortable. I mean, if this reading is hitting, I'm not seeing at any point this being comfortable, but being livable. Because I do feel like every now and then I have to stand up and I got to be like, nope. I said this is under my control, and this is going to stay under my control, and this is how it's going to be done, and this and that. I understand that of the 5 pieces, I'm only allowed to control 2, and the other 3 are yours, and I respect it with the other 3. But these 2 are mine, and you will not control those, and they will stay where the way I've said they will be. It's not going to be comfortable. Take it with a grain of salt. Like, use your own judgment. It seems very, very dominant. Kind of like, I feel like I constantly have to be on the lookout to make sure it stays where it's supposed to be. The overall situation does do a lot better, which I feel like is really important to you if this reading is hitting. So the overall situation does do a lot better than it has in a long time. So there's that. I don't think it'll ever be comfortable, though. All right. I'm going to shut this down here. Hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Thanks again for watching, and have a great day.